Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Jennifer. This is A Country Life, and I'm just switching over laundry from the washing machine to the dryer here this morning. And then we are running some errands. So we need to get to the library. We need to get to the post office. I have
Good morning, guys.
I have this week's good morning, Joe.
Good morning.
I have this week's shipment ready to go out, and so I'm going to head to the post office for that. We also have to pick up chicken feed. And the little breads that we made yesterday, if you guys are following along with my videos, yesterday we made banana bread, and I made them into like 4 little tiny loaves. So we have a pretty big project getting built here on the farm, and I'm taking, oh, I gotta reach all the way to the back here, and I am taking little loaves of banana bread over to the builders. All right, yep, that's it. He said there was just 2 bags left, so we were lucky we got in here when we did. Heavy little buggers, aren't they, Peter? You got it. There we go.
Nice. You know you're getting older when everything hurts and what doesn't hurt doesn't work. You feel like the morning after and you didn't go anywhere the night before. Your knees buckle and your belt won't.
Pretty good card, huh?
You can only burn the midnight oil until 9 o'clock.
All right,
in
we're
your
looking.
eyes is the sun hitting your
Bifocals.
bifocals.
Let's try this one.
Your back goes
Let's
out
try this
more
one, Peter.
often.
Let's try that one. 2 rules in life.
One, never drink on an empty stomach.
Okay.
Never fart in a wetsuit.
That's good. We should get that one. That's pretty funny too. Well, Joe definitely knows how to be quiet and kind of startle me. I did not know that he was in the house here, and he is over there coloring. I thought he had gone outside. He must have snuck back in. All right, well, we've been just working on schoolwork, so like seat work out in our schoolroom. In between that, I have been, a few cookbooks sold today, so I was packaging those up. Even though I just went to the P.O. box, usually I wait and I package them up, and I do it always on Tuesdays to ship them out. But we got home and I was like, what? I just have some more sales. So I just got those packaged up. Hopefully, let's see, who do I have? I have Shannon and Tracy and Eleanor. So those are all going to be going out. I'll probably drop them in a mailbox tonight because Warren and I do have to go in for a dinner tonight. We were invited, actually, for the place that we do some of our investing. They're having like a dinner, and then they always give a talk on some sort of topic. I don't know. We'll see what tonight's is about. We got some things in the mail today. 1 thing, my favorite, and 3 things, probably not my favorite. So I got Tiger Bloom, which means planting season has to be on its way, flower planting. And I love gardening and vegetable gardening, but quite honestly, the older I get and the smaller my family becomes at home, the more I love flower gardening. It's just so fun. All right, so this is my favorite fertilizer, and it did go to like the cheapest that it's been in a long time, which is still, you guys, $59. It's a lot, but this is concentrated, and it makes a lot of fertilizer. You may have been following along and saw that Joe had a sleep study last week. Quite honestly, the results were not fantastic, and they want to do a lot of very invasive things. I am a very low-key when it comes to invasive medical practices, I guess. And so after a few different consultants and after getting a couple opinions and whatnot, I just decided that I need some more information. So what I decided to do is to give this a try. I haven't even pulled it out of the box yet. Let me do that. Okay, at first glance, this looks fantastic. So this is a wearable oxygen monitor, And the reason that I did get this is because I wanted to find out for myself where his oxygen levels are throughout the night, because one of the things that they are recommending is that Joe have his tonsils removed. And the surgeon assured me that it was going to be very, very painful. And with his situation and all of the health history and everything that I had shared with the surgeon, they said that they wanted me to sleep with him very, very close to him, like right next to him for 2 solid weeks, and it could possibly be even more. And anyway, I'm not trying to give a ton of Joe's medical information, but I don't see, nor does Warren, nor does Peter, who sleeps in the same room as Joe, none of us really see any symptoms of sleep apnea or any problems with his tonsils. He's never sick. He never has sore throats. He only was a carrier for strep throat one time. And they just are like, oh my gosh, he needs to have all of these different things done, and we're not seeing any symptoms at all. And so I just started doing some research and everything, and Amber said, why not just get an oximeter so you can kind of look yourself at what his oxygen levels are throughout the night. And so after a bunch of research, I found this particular oximeter, which is I'm going to put an app on my phone. It's going to go on his thumb, I believe. It's going to check his oxygen throughout the night, and it is going to send a signal to my phone and give me a reading in the morning of where his oxygen levels dip to. I'm eager to figure out how that all works and everything, and hopefully get some better information then. Not that I don't think that the sleep study can give good information, and I'm not downgrading the nurses and the doctors and everybody involved in that, but try sleeping properly with like 45 plus wires on your body and stickers and all of that. I just feel like that could cause some anxiety possibly and not get a good reading. Call me crazy. I just think that could be anxiety inducing. Okay, so because I just love technology, here is yet another thing. So I really wanted to put up some more security on our property, and we do have some different camera options, and this was suggested by our cousin. This actually sends a cellular signal to a camera, and then it gives me readings on my phone and shows me when there's been movement by that particular camera. And since the camera is not cellular itself, this plugs into the camera, making it cellular. So looking forward to trying that. And then to top it off, one of our phones is not working, and so they just shipped us a new phone, and so I need to do the activation and everything on that phone and make sure that everything is working there, because currently we don't have a business line, which is kind of a problem. Techie. I'd rather be doing what you're doing, Maria. I'd rather be doing just math, numbers, worksheets, pencils.
I need help.
Where you got those hid?
I wondered why no one was eating them. You thought they were hid?
I thought they were cereal.
No, they're fruit snacks. Peter told me he doesn't like them, though.
Good, more for me. Well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like them.
It is so windy. I'm not sure if we're going to hear a thing here. I don't know if you heard that, but Warren's like, welcome to my office. It says it's 51 degrees outside today. It says it's 51. The wind, It doesn't feel 51 at all. So I'm going to mute the sound now, because the tractor really is going to drown out any explanation as to what's going on. Another one of the side benefits to flooding is the fact that then any of the leaf trash from last year's harvest can float up. Now after harvest, sometimes it doesn't all get raked up, depending, if it's not a windy day and it doesn't blow that trash to the edges of the bed, there really isn't an efficient way to get it. In the spring, when there's a flood, spring brings plenty of wind around here, and so it ends up packing all of that leaf debris into the, like right along the edge. So today all of the leaf trash is along the south edge, and Warren is just going through tractor, the bucket, and a rake, and raking off the trash and pitching it into the tractor bucket. Once that's full, he hauls it off. Across the marsh, there's just a big old pile where we pile all of that leaf trash. It just kind of rots down back there. The deer and other animals will pick through it, eating out the cranberries. You might be wondering why we have to get the leaf debris off of the cranberry beds. Once the flood is pulled, what'll happen is any of that leaf debris will end up just kind of matting down on the cranberry vines. That blocks out the sunlight. It mats down the cranberry vines. It doesn't allow for the oxygen to get through. It's another layer where fungus could grow. It's another layer where you could end up with bugs and whatnot. So just kind of all kinds of little problems like that. And so it really is best to get the leaf trash off. So the kids, at least Maria right now, she's still been working on
Chalk.
their big chalk town from yesterday. And what do you got here?
This is Culver's.
Culver's.
And over here is Aldi's.
Aldi, perfect. Look, we're going to Aldi's, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Which car is ours? Oh, you didn't put our car in. Did you draw the cars or did Peter?
Peter.
Peter? They look like Peter's car drawings.
And
I
cars.
like it.
And then this is the park.
Yeah, this was the park from yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Park with the playground and the benches.
Uh-huh.
And then what do we have over here?
This is the church. I'm still working on it.
So this is the church parking lot here?
And then that's the church.
And then there's the church up there.
Still working on it.
Okay. And there's the chalk supply. All right, I was just coming out to the freezer to grab a pack of hamburger because I was thinking tomorrow night we would do tacos. All right, Peter, I'm going to have you make corn dogs here for everyone tonight. So you're going to put these 6 corn dogs on this tray, you know, out of the box. So come over here and hit start. And it's going to preheat, okay? And when it beeps, see how it's on air fry right there? When it beeps, that means it's preheated. You're going to open this up, and then this over here, do you see that over there?
Yeah.
It tells you that's the air fry. So you put it on the middle rack, because see, the top rack would be for broil, the bottom rack would be for those things. So you're going to put it on the middle rack. And then what you're going to do is set the timer for 12 minutes. That's going to be long enough in the air fryer for these, okay?
How do I set it?
Here, I'll set it. Well, actually, let's see. Let's do it like this. Let's go press this in. Oh, it won't let me set it while it's preheating. Well, hi there. We are checking in here. It's the next day, and
No, Peter.
oh, we're just going to be visiting with Grandma today, right? And we're gonna get some lunch with her, and then on our way home, since we'll be going through town, we're gonna head to Walmart. And the kids brought their wallets because they might want to buy something. And since we'll be at Walmart, I figured we would just pick up our May household items that I need. It's not a lot, actually. We're gonna end the night with a taco supper tonight. Well, it's been a little bit since I've taken 3 kids shopping to Walmart, but they have things on their wish list and have a little money, so we're heading into Walmart. We're gonna get household supplies, and I might even look for some shorts for Joe. A lot of his shorts are just getting too small because he's just growing and growing. Right, Joe?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. All right, so we are home here, and I am completely, oh, what is that word? Not like commiserating, but I completely feel for all of the people who have to go off to work and get home at like 5:30 and then make some supper. Everybody has things that they want to tell each other, and oh my goodness, here I am, because we got home at about 5:30. It's about 10 to 6. I have my meat browning here. This is 2 pounds of venison with an onion. I have rice over here, and recently someone said that they just have given up on rice because it's always hard. What I do, let's say you want to make 1 cup of dry rice. I just put 1 cup uncooked long grain or medium grain or whatever the grain is rice into my pot with about a teaspoon, probably a little more, of butter and about a teaspoon of salt and then 2 cups of water, and I found it doesn't make any difference if it's hot water or cold water, just 2 cups. I put the lid on, I bring it to a boil. As soon as it's boiling, I turn the heat all the way down to low and set my timer for 14 minutes, and that always results in, I guess, what I think is good rice. I kind of like sort of a very cooked and a little bit of a sticky rice. So that's the kind of rice that I tend to make. All right, there's a minute left on the rice, and I do have to get the taco seasoning into the meat. I also had a question on the last video about taco seasoning. A lady had said that she'd gone to my cookbook and she wanted to make some of my taco seasoning, and she's like, do you really use 1.5 cups of chili powder and 1/4 cup, I think it is, of kosher salt? I was like, yes, I do. Because it makes more than a pint jar. If I make a brand new batch, it will fill this up all the way to the very, very tippy top with a little bit left over. And so then I usually just put that either in another container, a Ziploc baggie, or right into the tacos that I'm making for that night. And then I use about 2 tablespoons of this per pound. So I'm going to put 4 tablespoons in my taco meat here, along with 1.5 cups of water, and bring that to a simmer for about 5 or 10 minutes. Before we head down swimming, oh, I wish it was that time, fishing, and everybody else is already down fishing. But I just wanted to give you a quick look at the things that I picked up at Walmart tonight. So I am trying this Mark Anthony Grow Long shampoo. This is not one of those that is not filled with chemicals. This is just traditional shampoo. The last 2 I bought were those that like have no sulfites and sulfates and para this and para that. And quite honestly, neither one of them have been fabulous, I would say. I guess I'm just old-fashioned in that I feel like if it doesn't bubble up, it's not doing anything. And the shampoo that is kind of a little bit more without all the different chemicals, it just does not seem to bubble up. So I'm trying this. I really like the smell of it. And then this is just some spray and leave-in conditioner because I thought that would be nice and light for my kind of limp, straight hair. And then I'm almost out of this. This is the Pond's Cold Cream makeup remover one. This is just the second time I've gotten it, but I am really liking it. And I feel like it really, really adds a lot of moisture to my face. And when I say moisture, I mean it just feels kind of greasy, and that's good for me because I have extremely dry skin. Then I picked up the men's 3-in-1. So this is, what does it say? Shampoo. That's really what I was looking for, was shampoo and body wash together, and it has conditioner in it, and so the guys will be fine with that. And then some of this dry shampoo, I got it for the brunette because sometimes the regular, it leaves that like white, and then with me having darker hair, and my hair getting darker, it seems like even as I age here, it's definitely, I just need the dark. Dry erase markers for our schoolwork. We use like whiteboards for spelling, and what else? Pretty much just for spelling, and ours were all wore out, so we picked up a couple more. Some Reynolds wrap, foil, and some freezer bags, gallon, storage bags, gallon. I got the ones with the zipper for the storage bags, and then some napkins. And that was it. And I mean, can you believe that this was like $62? I'm going to head out and do some fishing with them. I'm not going to fish. I'm just going to go down and walk and listen to the conversation and take a picture if anybody catches a fish. And here is a lovely sight. The bleeding heart is actually growing. That is amazing. Just last week I was looking and it wasn't really much of anything at all. So this is just, gosh, 8-10 inches of growth in just a few days, which is very exciting. That means that spring spring is definitely here, but it just means that summer definitely is going to be on its way. No fishing for you tonight, Joe? Let's see. Show us how sportsy you are. Oh, so close. Oh, it just keeps bouncing off the back. Nice job. I think we're going to have to blow up that ball. The pond is like glass tonight. That's her first fish. Oh, they really took the...
Oh, no, bass.
Oh, that!
Oh, look at what Peter just caught.